Here, there it is. That's English. That's the whole thing. Everything you just saw in Latin and Hebrew, that's all English now. E equals mc squared slash YHWH. There's the formula.
And what's that for?
Pardon me?
What's that for? The whole. We can use the whole formula for.
See, this is just half.
Yeah.
Einstein just did half and he died.
But what can?
Nobody did the other half.
What's the other
That's
half
the
for?
other part of everything.
What does it solve? What's it for?
That's half of everything. That's like every, and then this is thing, everything. The theory of everything.
So,
Don't you know why? You didn't know why Stephen Hawking was trying to do that?
How is it a theory of everything?
That's what he's trying to figure out. It's the theory of everything, like of all of existence, universe. You know, the universe is existence.
so why was Stephen Hawking trying to figure out the rest of it?
Well, you need to go ask him that. Or why are you asking me? I'm not him.
I thought you knew. I don't.
No, I knew he was working on it, but I figured it out for him. I did it for him. Now I'm going to send it to him. I beat him. I did it first.
Huh.
If this is right, now if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But if it's right, you can win the Nobel Peace Prize.
What does
This
YHWH
right
stand
now, that
for?
crumb up throwing a trash can. If this is right, that's about $150,000 piece of napkin I'm throwing in the trash can.
Can I have
Because
it?
if I win, if this is right,
What does YHWH stand for? Like,
I'm going to get to that. If this is right,
but I'm so confused.
I feel like that
You're like way behind. Like I'm way back here. I'm still confused.
He's lost.
right.
I'm saying like the slash, is that like a divided by like?
Okay, I'm going to get there.
Okay.
But anyway, that's you can win a lot of money for the Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah.
Get out of my burgers, man.
But you got to be right. It's got to be right. You ain't going to win shit, or you're not going to get shit if it's wrong.
How do you prove that it's right? What would you do? How would you prove that it's right? How do you do that?
That's too easy. The golden ratio proves it.
I don't know what that is.
You know what the golden ratio is, don't you?
What does this have to do with life
Like golden
or
showers.
everything? I'm really confused.
He doesn't get it.
What does MC squared have to do with anything other than math?
It's not math.
What is it?
It's relativity. E
What does
equals
that
mc
do?
squared is relativity.
To
Means
what?
everything. That means everything's relative. All existence is relative in space and time, all at the same time in the continuum of time.
So like me eating this at the same time as like me listening to this is like everything MC squared. Like I'm confused how that connects to like other than
Dude, do you
mathematics.
need more food?
No, I'm good.
Yeah, you scarfed that down, dude. You're right.
Well, it ain't just mathematics. You got to kind of like have some knowledge of math, and you don't have no knowledge of it. You know what the golden ratio is?
No.
What?
The
You
golden
know-
ratio?
You know what the golden ratio is?
7.
That's the golden ratio right there. That's the square. That's using geometry and carpentry, construction trades like masonry work, brick masonry, carpentry, and science.
Like the Pythagorean theorem?
Pythagorean.
No, that's a measure. That's the
Pythagorean theorem? Is that what that is? Triangles?
golden ratio. Look,
Like
okay, here's Washington,
a
D.C.
right triangle?
Here's Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C. is perfectly square on the golden ratio.
Yeah.
Everything's centered on ratio. If I take the Milky Way, here we are, the solar system. If I put that block, center it, this square, on the solar system, and make an imaginary golden ratio around the whole bottom half, it's center. Everything's center because it's a perfect measurement. See, math is a branch of... I'm not a Mason. They use it too. But math is a perfect science. In other words, if you...
The Illuminati.
Like finding Bigfoot?
See, math is a branch of science.
Yeah.
And it's perfect. In other words,
Assassin's Creed.
if me and you do the same mathematical
Is
equations,
this
We'll
how
get
the
the same
Assassin's
thing.
Creed starts right here?
You climb buildings?
if you get... If me and you do the same mathematical equation, and you get yours right and I get mine wrong, it's the person that gets it right or wrong.
Yeah.
But math by itself with nobody doing it is perfect, and this proves it, because it's a perfect measurement. So I said all that to answer his question about, well, what's all this mean? Like, why is this everything? And why am I a hamburger and everything? And stick the pickle up my ass and everything.
Anyone's ass, so I don't know why you had to jump such irrational thoughts.
Well, because it's really
Have an
not.
extra pickle
but-
if you
People
want.
have a tendency to make a joke out of something that's not like
Yeah.
really a place for the joke.
Wes, what are you
Like
saving that
sticking
pickle
pickles
for?
up ass?
Yeah, that sticking a pickle up someone's ass was not.
What are
Well, okay.
What are you saving this pickle
that
for?
was just as far as it. That's a pickle slice. That's
All right, that's a slice.
Yeah,
But
that's
anyway.
true.
So that's
pieces at a time.
so like, that's the golden ratio and why it's a perfect measurement.
Yeah,
It's like the center of the world map is Israel. The center of all North America,
This golden
you know, the whole North American continent is
Yeah.
Texarkana, Texas. It's the geographical center. The center of the whole Ohio Valley is Birchville, Kentucky. Everything's center.
Huh.
Everything's center.
Does this have anything to do with North Korea about to launch a nuke at us?
It has nothing to do with it. So anyway,
They're gonna try.
I'm gonna send Hawkins everything.
yeah, that'd be
I
cool.
broke his
Do you have
theorem
his
on
phone
this.
number?
Huh.
I have his phone number.
How do you send it to him?
I just put it on the internet, put his name on it.
Once someone steals
And
it,
make it a challenge, and the rules in the science world is he has to prove it wrong. He can't just say, well, no, I don't agree with him. He's gotta prove, he's gotta get out the papers and pencils and say,
once
no,
if he
he's
doesn't
wrong.
see
This is
it,
why
So now he's got to go work it out and check your work. And
Exactly.
Yeah.
Once if he, this is my apple pie. What are you talking about? You need to calm down.
Somebody's phone
You
number.
better sit down, sir. I'll call security up in here.
That's attack Austin.
Uh,
Yeah.
Wes, do you